published 17:30 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 12th of May 2018, updated 17:30 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 12th of May 2018. England are considering taking the gloves off Johnny Bairstow and handing an international debut to Surrey wicketkeeper Ben Foakes for the opening test of the summer against Pakistan. It is a move that would not necessarily please Bairstow but is aimed at maximising his impact with the bat rather than offering a reflection on his glove work during a winless winter for England in which they suffered the Ashes humiliation and a 1-0 defeat in New Zealand. There remains a school of thought that the Yorkshireman's effect is diluted when he plays as a specialist batsman, although he has thrived in international limited overs cricket, having forced his way in via that route. England are considering taking the gloves off Johnny Bairstow to give him a bigger batting role. Bairstow struck his 5th Test 103rd from number 7 in Christchurch last month, but England are understood to be keen to put him as high as 5 in a team for Lords on May 24 that is more likely to boast positional changes than wholesale ones in personnel, despite it being the first pick under new national selector Ed Smith. Another idea being floated is to promote Dawood Malan to number 3. The 25-year-old Foakes is widely acknowledged to be the best gloveman in the country and impressed the England management with his attitude on tours either side of the Tasman in recent months. And, during a bowler-friendly start to the 2018 County Championship, he has scored half-centuries in each of Surrey's first 3 matches, averaging more than 60 in the process. It would appear faith is to be kept with the bowling attack that failed to dismiss New Zealand's tail to level the series, and it may be significant that England Director of Cricket Andrew Strauss coaxed Mark Wood home from the Indian Premier League early. This would mean an international debut for Surrey wicketkeeper Ben Foakes against Pakistan. Foakes has scored half-centuries in each of Surrey's first 3 county championship matches after being advised by Chennai Super Kings head coach Stephen Fleming that he was unlikely to add to his single appearance during this week's matches. The 28-year-old fast bowler's franchise offered to facilitate red ball practice for him to aid his preparations ahead of the 2-match series against Pakistan. However, after discussing his options with Strauss, he opted to waive a proportion of his IPL salary to return home 8 days early and press his case for inclusion at Lords. Chris Wilkes, his rival for a place, has remained with Royal Challengers Bangalore. It was not the most productive of returns for Wood, as he had figures of 2-9, 4-9, 1 in the first innings of Durham's Division 2 fixture versus Derbyshire at Derby. Andrew Strauss coaxed Mark Wood home from the IPL early, but he failed to impress. England's new ball pairing of Stuart Broad and James Anderson both stood out at Trent Bridge, but England's new ball pairing of Stuart Broad and James Anderson found conditions to their liking at Trent Bridge. Broad finished up with 4 wickets in Lancashire's 338 all-out, including Test discard Keaton Jennings for a disciplined 126, while England's record wicket-taker, Anderson, matched his international colleague's match haul by adding 2 second-innings victoms to Friday's 2 for 27. Smith will reveal the first squad of a new era for England on Tuesday afternoon after talking to coach Trevor Bayliss and the 2 selectors in limbo, Angus Fraser and Mick Newell, that morning. They were expected to leave the positions upon Smith's arrival, but a delay in pinpointing the New England selector means they are to continue their duties for the time being. They were also recently involved in deciding which players deserve to be awarded ECB incremental contracts. Middle captain Malan is expected to be upgraded in the coming days. Joe Clark, the Worcestershire batsman, drawing comparisons with Joe Root, hit his 2nd ton in a week to give the selectors a nudge ahead of the first test against Pakistan. The 21-year-old struck 105 for Worcestershire in the 238 in reply to ES's 177 in Division 1 of the County Championship. Elsewhere, James Hildreth, 33, hit his 43rd first-class century as Somerset reached 324 for 7 in reply to Hampshire's 231 at Taunton. Joe Clarke of Worcestershire hit his second ton in a week to give England selectors a nudge.